non-bull dagger. Hey, picture that in real life. Nah, I'm make believe and I do what I like. Hey, tell her that I'm coming for a real one on a helmet and I ain't giving up. Hey, I push a hard line. Do what I do when I say what I like. Yeah, T a bad one. T go hard before the stallion. Yeah, I'm a champion. History in the making. The mother styles young. You come for me, I come for you. I'm a champion. You come for me, I come for you. Come on, y'all. Come for me, come for me. I'm here for you. What it do? It's your girl Suga-T with the ooh, ooh, ooh. Where you at? Yes, y'all. Come over to the Suga-T official channel, YouTube. If you guys want to be able to be a part of the movement of the festive, you guys can live chat me. You guys could holler at me. Subscribe to the Suga-T official YouTube channel. And you out there, come on in, tell a friend to like, subscribe, comment, come back to the YouTube and comment again. All right. Let me get this music down a little bit, y'all. It's your girl Suga-T, the place to be. What Big Mama would have told you. You know what I'm saying? What Big Mama would have told you. We up here having some Big Mama talk. We're gonna be talking about Nicki Minaj and the situation that's going over with her. It is it's a hot mess, and I digress. Hello. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about that. I definitely will be talking about, I got a guest, Larry Ukali Johnson Greg. He's going to be coming with a letter to the brothers. He got some good information he want to share with the letter to the brothers. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to be getting us hot, getting us in game, getting us in the movement. You all again over here on Suga-T official YouTube, Instagram. You got to come to the Suga-T official YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and you can see it live right now. Make sure that you hang out for a second. Again, it's your girl Suga-T, the place to meet. Your girl Suga-T with the ooh, ooh, ooh right here on What Big Mama Woulda Told You, period. All right? So we in this. We talk about things that matter to you while keeping you in the now. You know what I'm saying? We get grimy over here and we get that real thing going on. You know what I mean? That big, real talk. You feel me? From a G, from a diamond, from the G's that where it started from. We got a whole lot to say. All right? So again, I'm going to cut you guys off over here on Instagram. Shout out to you guys in the digital building on the other platform. Shout out to the Fly Nubian Queen Network. Shout out to all the network, TM Network. Shout out to Music Time Network, all the networks that carry my content, to the whole college network, period. And all of you who are in the movement out here on IG, again, come on to the Suga-T official channel. All right. I will not be live here. I will be live at the Suga-T official YouTube, and it will be in the feed, and I'll make this thing go live. All right, Suga-T official. Bam, we in this, y'all. Shout out, y'all. Just gonna take the time for you guys to please like, share, subscribe, hit that like button so my algorithms can fly, so my channel can blow up, you guys. I don't want to get no fake followers. I want real followers. So therefore, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to get it to pop and get you all to get into the festive of helping these algorithms go crazy. Yee! Go crazy. Yee! Go crazy. Shout out to the Bay. All right, but we're going to go in. Suga-T official YouTube is when you come, so you guys can come see it live and subscribe live and direct your girl Suga-T. Please feel free to hang out and tell a friend that it's going down, y'all. All right? So we in this. I'm going to have to get off over here on you guys. And again, come to the Suga-T official YouTube channel. Go live. That's what it is. Yay! Let's go. All right, y'all. We in the building, y'all. We in this. This is what we do. We come here to have a good time and to get acclimated to the truth. And the truth shall what? The truth shall set us free. And this is that time because you deserve to be free. You know what I mean? You deserve to be free because this is what we were set out here to do, is to come here and do a job here on earth and allow ourselves to be a light to the world and a light to our world. You know what I'm saying? We got two worlds right now, you guys. We got our own world in our space, and then we have the world that's away from us but with us, because we all get affected by it. So that's why we can't just close our eyes to what's going on. We got to definitely pay attention. You know what I mean? Because if it's a snake, it can end up biting you. You know what I mean? And this thing that happens, it's a silent war going on out here, you guys. A silent war. And this silent war is massive. And if we don't do anything about it, then you know what? It's going to do us in. All right. So shout out to all you guys that are standing up to something in the digital building. And like I said, we're going to be talking. I got a special guest that's going to be coming on hollering at us, you guys. So in the meanwhile, I want all of you guys to check out this content. I told you that I have some great stuff to tell you. And this is like a real it's a real thing going on out here where we're under serious attack. Okay, so it's your girl Sprinkle Me with it do, your girl Suga-T with the ooh gamed up granny, giving you the big mama game that big mama would have told you. Okay, remember, game is to be sold and not told, and all that glitters ain't gold. Just because it's glitters don't mean it's gold. Media host and pro-Democrat is what they call her. Okay, again, the media host and pro-Democrat, that's what they call her. Her name is Joyanne, that is JOYANNREID. And I had been hearing a lot of stuff about this woman, but finally, y'all, it hit the fan. It literally hit the fan about this woman. You know what I'm saying? Her name is Joy Reid. I put a picture right there where you could actually see it. She cut up. Okay, she cut up, honey. When I say cut up, I mean she acted up on Nicki Minaj. And it was for the sake, of her, not necessarily confining to getting under the oath, you know what I'm saying, and freely taking the vacuum cleaner. Okay. So at this time, she chose not to take it. So I want you guys to hear what happened. And I was just tripped out when I heard this. Okay. So check it out, you guys. Okay.
She is one of the first people to actually speak out. I'm not here to offend anyone who's lost anybody.
Forwards, I'm sitting down.
I'm not here to offend anyone who's lost anybody from this virus, or if you're sick now. But we can't sit here and act like, when you look at the death toll numbers and they put it in the corner of the news, every channel you watch, they put the death toll in the news in the corner. How many people died today? How many hospital beds are ticking up? Did cancer go anywhere? Hashtag fuck cancer. Because last I checked, over 500,000 Americans die from lung cancer just from cigarettes alone every year. I haven't heard anything about cancer since this whole thing started. Obesity. They got a whole show called My 600-Pound Life. America is by far the fattest country in the world. How many people die from obesity every year? How many people die from diabetes? I had a friend of mine died last week. They had to cut his foot off, an old coworker of mine. He had diabetes. It wasn't, he didn't have the what, but a lot of people will chalk it up as that. And so these numbers are a little bit skewed is what I'm telling you.
Wow. All right. And now you check out this as well, you guys.
She is one of the first people to actually speak out against, the possibility of look, these things have side effects, and pro media doesn't want to tell you about this. You never see a commercial for some kind of ad on medicine and they'll say the side effects, and they just start writing off a bunch of stuff that they try to fit in a little 30-second ad that you don't even look at. You don't even have enough time to consume what they just said. But Joy and I love how Nicki brought up the fact that this woman is lying through her teeth. Joyanne should get an award for her little acting that she just did, trying to act like she cares about people. When this is the same woman who questioned the CDC's authenticity just a couple years ago. She said, don't trust them. Now they're in your back pocket. They are paying celebrities and media people to push this shot on us. I've yet to see doctors, researchers, legit scientists. You don't really see them on these shows, talking about it. They want to brainwash you and control you with media people.
Okay, so this is the take, you guys. This is the take. Now, this is the kicker. All right, this is the kicker that really got me when, just in case you just tuned in, we're talking about Nicki Minaj and her statement and how the people basically got upset at her because she did not want to take the vacuum cleaner. Okay, again, they got upset at her because she did not want to take the vacuum cleaner. So there was a lady by the name Joy. Joy Reid, and Miss Joy Reid, basically, Joy-Ann Reid is her name. She pretty much attacked her. And I'm gonna let you guys hear what she said when she did and show you a piece of that. Okay. So this was her talking about Nicki. Hold tight. Listen.
People like Nicki Minaj, I have to say this. You have a platform, sister, that is 22 million followers. Okay, I have 2 million followers. You have 22 million followers on Twitter. For you to use your platform to encourage our community to not protect themselves and save their lives, my God, sister, you could do better than that. You got that platform. It's a blessing. It's a blessing that you got that people listen to you. And they listen to you more than they listen to me. For you to use your platform to put people in the position of dying from a disease they don't have to die from. Oh my God. As a fan, as a hip hop fan, as somebody who was your fan, I'm so sad.
What's good, man?
Isn't that something? Did you guys hear that? Did you hear how she talked about somebody putting people at risk? And it's because she got 22 million people that she's not right, because she got 22 million fans. Now, this is interesting. It's a whole lot to this thing, and it's kind of overwhelming, to be honest with you. This is what Joy looks like. This is her picture here. So I'm going to read to you exactly what she said. Okay. Joy, her name again is Joy-Ann Reid. And everybody, shout out to you. Shout out to the Fly Nubian Queen Network for melanin people who are just like you. Shout out to all you that are in the movement, all you that carry the content that I'm sharing. As you know, this is the Big Mama Talk, Big Mama Show, what Big Mama would have told you, what your girl Suga-T in the place to be. Shout out to everybody in the digital building. Feel free to like and to chat, to super chat me, and help support and sponsor it. And I definitely will be a voice for you as I go through the content. I will make time as you sponsor space. And I shout out to everybody who's coming through and always listening. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Let me show you Hunty what this heifer said one more time. And yes, I did say that because I don't appreciate her attacking my friend. Okay, my friend, sister, my colleague, Nicki, because she did not want to take the vacuum cleaner. Let me let you hear this again, what she said. And she was serious about it. Now listen in, you guys, one more time.
People like Nicki Minaj, I have to say this. You have a platform, sister, that is 22 million followers. Okay, I have 2 million followers. You have 22 million followers on Twitter. For you to use your platform to encourage our community to not protect themselves and save their lives, my God, sister, you could do better than that. You got that platform. It's a blessing. It's a blessing that you got that people listen to you. And they listen to you more than they listen to me. For you to use your platform to put people in the position of dying from a disease they don't have to die from. Oh my God. As a fan, as a hip hop fan, as somebody who was your fan, I'm so sad.
What's good, man?
Now, could you believe that she was a fan? Because I don't believe she was even a fan. She don't even seem like the type that would be a fan of somebody in hip hop. All the stuff that I've heard about this woman, they call her Auntie Tom. She called her Auntie Tamia. Let me read to you what she said and how she put this whole setup. And then I'm going to read to you guys some comments, okay? So Nicki Minaj calls Joy Reid Uncle Tamiana after Nicki anti-vax comment, okay? After her anti-vax comment. So basically, let me read to you what happened. Okay, so Nicki had ended up just calling out this, saying that she's not participating in the Met. You know, I'm not participating in the Met fashion because I don't like the restrictions. Basically, I don't want the restrictions. I'm not with the restrictions that comes along with this, because they want people to be, you know, VAX, right? So, and it's a shame that we can't even say it, that we're under this bullying like this. But the bottom line is, you know, she had put up a post, and what happened was she's skipping the Met Gala over the requirement, and she's not interested in doing it at all. She doesn't want to take it because she said that she wants to research it. And so this Joy lady, Joy and Miss Joy-Ann Reid, she ended up coming at her like that, you know, and she attacked Nicki because Nicki didn't want to take the, you know what? You know what I'm saying? Not right now. Now, she didn't say she was not going to take it. She just said that she didn't want to take it right now because she was still researching, in which she has a right to continue to research and put what she wants to put in her body. You know what I'm saying? And I was just tripping out because normally people get second opinions and things of that nature, but there's no second opinions or anything that's being promoted right now. This is just people just ready for you to just jump under this thing and go take the oath. So Nicki said, I'm not ready for that. Where's my switch? Now, the thing about it is when she came to this conclusion, did you hear clearly? This was what the young man had said about this. Okay, I did some research and I found this information, and this is what he said about it. Listen.
I'm not here to offend anyone who's lost anybody from this virus, or if you're sick now, but we can't sit here and act like, when you look at the death toll numbers and they put it in the corner of the news, every channel you watch, they put the death toll in the news in the corner. How many people died today? How many hospital beds are ticking up? Did cancer go anywhere? Hashtag fuck cancer. Because last I checked, over 500,000 Americans die from lung cancer just from cigarettes alone every year. I haven't heard anything about cancer since this whole thing started. Obesity. They got a whole show called My 600-Pound Life. America is by far the fattest country in the world. How many people die from obesity every year? How many people die from diabetes? I had a friend of mine died last week. They had to cut his foot off, an old coworker of mine. He had diabetes. It wasn't, he didn't have the what, but a lot of people will chalk it up as that. And so these numbers are a little bit skewed is what I'm telling you.
Okay, so basically, his whole concept, as he said, is why ain't nobody talking about nothing else that's going on? Why ain't nobody talking about the other diseases and sicknesses and stuff that's going on? People are still passing away, and it doesn't have anything to do with the vax. So why in the world is this a mainstay? Why is it being pushed so hard? Why can't nobody say what they want to say? This is what this young man was saying. And then this lady Joy, how she got up in their business, this is what he says about her, because she basically had this to say. Hold tight.
She is one of the first people to actually speak out against, the possibility of these things have side effects, and pro media doesn't want to tell you about this. You never see a commercial for some kind of ad on medicine and they'll say the side effects, and they just start writing off a bunch of stuff that they try to fit in a little 30-second ad that you don't even look at. You don't even have enough time to consume what they just said. But Joy and I love how Nicki brought up the fact that this woman is lying through her teeth. Joyanne should get an award for her little acting that she just did, trying to act like she cares about people. When this is the same woman who questioned the CDC's authenticity just a couple years ago. She said, don't trust them. Now they're in your back pocket. They are paying celebrities and media people to push this shot on us. I've yet to see doctors, researchers, legit scientists. You don't really see them on these shows, talking about it. They want to brainwash you and control you with media people.
So did you read that? So this is the same lady that had questioned it and said that I wouldn't take this and I don't trust the CDC and I don't trust this whole element. And it was because Trump was in the office. He called it this Trumpist thing. But now all of a sudden she trusts it because now her Democrat Biden is in office and she trusts it. So how in the world did she say she cared and she didn't at the beginning? So was she clout chasing? This is my question. This is her once again, you guys. Her name is Joy. And I'm annoyed because she attacked Nicki, that she actually attacked her platform as if Nicki couldn't say what she wanted to say, like she did not have a voice and she couldn't just do what she wanted to do. Last I heard that, it was all people had the freedom to say whatever they want to say. You know what I mean? So she says, this is some of the responses from Nicki. She says, 3 lies in a row from huge news platforms. I cited my young child as why I didn't want to travel. Again, I cited my young child as why I did not want to travel. But notice how none of them mentioned that. Ask yourself why that was. Okay. Now they put in the news all this crap You know, they tweeted, she tweets this, and all of a sudden it's a big deal. It's because it's about the, you know what? You see what I'm saying about the vacuum cleaner. But she had cited something about her child, about not going anywhere because she was a child, you know, as we all that have been mothers throughout the years. She had a reason why she did not want to go, referencing her child. But they never said anything about that. So, you know, my thing is what's going on here? Is this like these people are like really doing some things? And I'm kind of wondering now, because I had ran across some information, and it kind of highlighted some elements as if there was some sort of sabotage going on. So I'm gonna let you guys see what I ran across in this content, because the content seemed to be pretty accurate. I ran across this, that pretty much they're trying to get someone in her place, and this was someone that had spoke about this, that someone was prepared to actually pay just to get rid of this young lady, of my sister and Nicki Minaj. So hold on, you guys, listen to what I found.
Forward, I'm sitting down in front of this guy with my manager at the time, and he's just like, yeah, we basically want you to do a diss track to Nicki Minaj. This is after I played him my whole like EP or whatever I've got coming out, and it's like he didn't really care about it, and I just knew something wasn't right, and I went away. I'm not gonna lie, I went back on the flight home. I was bawling because I'm thinking, yo, this might be my only opportunity to get my mom a house. But yeah, I'm glad I didn't, because fast forward, then Nicki invited me to her tour. And yeah, man, so you always have to go with your gut instinct, man, and
you
integrity.
Still got Mumsy a house as well.
Did you see that? Y'all, she stood for something. Chills just went over my body. She stood for something, y'all. She did not take the oath. She did not take the oath. Is that special or what? She could have turned on Nicki Minaj. She could have said, okay, I'll take this $250,000 to sell her out and to make a diss track to her, a diss track after her. But she didn't. Did y'all hear what she said? I'm going to do it again. Listen.
Forward, I'm sitting down in front of this guy with my manager at the time, and he's just like, yeah, we basically want you to do a diss track to Nicki Minaj. This is after I played him my whole like EP or whatever I've got coming out, and it's like he didn't really care about it, and I just knew something wasn't right, and I went away. I'm not gonna lie, I went back on the flight home. I was bawling because I'm thinking, yo, this might be my only opportunity to get my mom a house. But yeah, I'm glad I didn't, because fast forward, then Nicki invited me to her tour. And yeah, man, so you always have to go with your gut instinct, man, and
you
integrity.
Still got Mumsy a house as well.
So they said that Atlantic Records, a representative, had offered her $250,000, said she could make that on her own if she made a diss track for Nicki Minaj. And she didn't. She stood her ground, this young lady, and she made it happen. So you see how people want to sabotage these women? Where's my switch? This is what I'm talking about. It's always a play against one another in this game, especially when it comes down to the women. They're always trying to scoop one over and then pull another one in place and then cover the other one. It's just terrible. Now let me read some of these comments that actually Nicki Minaj had that they all put on this page. This is how I was really puzzled when I went to this site and I seen all this content. Right, these were certain comments that was being read. You guys, listen to all of these comments that was being read. I was just intrigued. It was people actually bullying her. Like literally bullying her, like she
forward. I'm sitting down in
bullying her. Did y'all hear that? Bullying. Now they wanted to bully and get rid of her because she had her own voice. What happened to everybody's voice? Why we can't use our voice, you guys? Now listen, this girl Joyanne, Miss Joyanne, messing with Nicki Minaj. She got her nerves, this lady, you know, to even just publicly attack her like that and try to bully her. She's supposed to be older. She's supposed to be an example of love and tenderness. Now, y'all know when I get on somebody, I do it with love and tenderness. That's what Big Mama did. You know what I'm saying? Even if you get on them, you still got to love them while you do it. She just was ugly about it. And it was based on because Nicki did not want to take the oath, basically, of the, you know what, the VAX. And she said, hey, you guys, have fun. Go y'all to the Meta Fashion and enjoy yourself and make sure you wear your mask. She said, make sure you wear your mask, the tight ones, not the loose ones, toodaloo. And honey, she was probably saying, baby, I done already got my awards and my accolades. I don't need to go. It ain't that serious, okay? So I give a love and hug to my sister queen, Miss Nicki Minaj. She's about one of the only ones out of the newer ones that I really respect and appreciate, because she brought the innovation and the newness, and she held it down for us sisters that had already paved the way and pimped it out, and she came through and smashed out, and then everybody else followed her lead. Okay, and basically they took from all of us and just kept moving with it and getting the credit. Hello. Now you see how Atlantic Records was ready to put her down and throw her under the bus by some representative. This is allegedly, this lady said personally, that they was ready to throw her under the bus and to bring somebody else new to smash on her, and take her down. I mean, what part of the game is that? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, So I just want to read a few of these comments on this site real quick, you guys, because there was some comments that was made on the site after she had said that, right? She said, okay, so Nicki Minaj recently stated that she would not be attending the Met Gala due to the COVID requirements. Nicki wrote, they want you to get, for the Met. If I get, VAX, it won't be for the Met. It'll be once I feel I've done enough research. I'm working on that now. In the meantime, my loves, be safe. Wear the mask with 2 strings that grips you, you heard, and face not that loose one. Joy Reeds responded to Nicki by slamming her for spreading misinformation to her 22 million followers, after which Nicki responded with a link to Joy Reid's video with the tweet. The 2 white men sitting there nodding their heads because this Uncle Tamiana doing the work, child. That's how she said it. I thought that was cute. I could just imagine her getting sassy like that. Can't y'all? Okay, so let me read some of these comments. Now, this is some of the mess that I heard. Because she's chasing a black woman for not following the talking points of white shit, libs as if, Tuskegee experiment was a real thing. These are comments from the actual page. The Tuskegee experiment was focused solely on us black men. COVID is killing all races and genders, okay? Most people aren't dying, but you co-suckers keep trying to drum up fest as if most people don't already know it's massively exaggerated to force mass compliance, okay? And I had already said that when it first happened. When the pandemic first happened at the beginning, I said they're going to try to mandate it. They're over-exaggerating the numbers. Yes, people are passing away, but it's not as much as what they're saying. And yes, it is an issue. No one said it's not, but you can see right through the fog, and these people are talking about it. And then they're saying other things like that's the sting. She's an Uncle Tom because she's pushing agendas for white Democrats. Duh. My agenda is to live FUCK, Republican or Democrat. People are idiots. That's what somebody else says. 45 took the VAX though. Okay. So anyway, there's so much. The agenda to save yourself. Again, pale face. Why do a white man like yourself speak for me? Or my community? Shut up, white boy. I told you, unalive yourself, do the world a favor. These people are fighting on this page, and I should have actually, I'm going to show it actually in the feed, because they're literally fighting on the page and addressing this so that no one thinks that I'm the one that's making this stuff up, because I don't want to be in trouble for sharing what they're saying. So again, the craziest part to this is that basically she got bullied because she spoke up for herself and her right, and they are all bullying her. And this is unbelievable to me, because of, okay, here's the comments right here. These are the comments, you guys, that I just read, so you guys know that I am actually not passing rumors. I'm actually telling the truth, and this is not, again, it's alleged. You have to say that to be on the safe side, but the bottom line is these are comments specifically that these people are saying about this, which tripped me out, because I'm looking at the response from everybody. Oh my goodness, it was a hot mess. People was cutting up on these sites. Where's my switch? Okay, so here it is, you guys. You can read it for yourself. You see all this? Let me say this. Why Nicki Minaj getting canceled when all she said was she need to do more research before she take it? What was wrong with her saying that? I would say joy is compromised. That would encompass the majority in entertainment. Did you hear that? Okay, this is what somebody else said. Excuse me. Nicki is a scientist. She didn't even go to college. Looking at YouTube videos isn't research. Now, why would she say that? You know what I mean? Why would they attack her? You know what I mean? Why would Vlad say that? This looks like Vlad actually said that. Things only scientists can do research. Thinks only, that's what they said. Think, what else? These, you know what's, are being mandated. However, the manufacturers of these, you know what's, have been given blanketed immunity from both criminal and civil liability. So basically, if the you know what kills you or mans you in fashion and civil liability, so basically you're so you have zero recourse. Furthermore, there's been a concurrent and wide sweeping censorship effort across most of the major social media platforms in regards to people reporting serious adverse effects to this immediately after taking it. Kind of odd, don't you think? You don't need to be a scientist or go to college to realize that something clearly isn't right here. One only needs half a brain. Now, this was people that was actually taken up for her, and it made a whole bunch of sense for Miss Nicki. You know what I'm saying? Miss Nicki was telling, she was doing what we all should be doing, not just taking something because somebody said it, but taking it and researching anything. Second opinion, when you look at the thing, ask other ways to be healthy, not just going and just taking the oath and getting the jabber, and then you still don't know how to be healthy, and at the end of the day, so this is things that people are kind of communicating about on this site, and they're loving in the fact that Nicki stood up for something and she had that right. And I'm not understanding why she got in trouble for saying what it is. Everybody else say stuff, but why she couldn't say nothing? You get what I'm saying? And then for this lady to attack her, girl, come attack me. I hope she see my feed. Come and attack me. I'm for it. I'm all for it. Or was she cloud chasing? Because she has 2 million followers, which she should be blessed. But guess what? Shoot, 2 million followers is a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to have 2 million followers. You guys take the time, by the way, followers, like and share this comment. Let me see if I can go through some of the comments. Feel free, you guys, to give me a super chat right on the YouTube platform where you could actually help sponsor, and you guys could be able to definitely be a voice. Let's see what I could say. Shout out to all you in the digital building, all you guys that's taking a look at this stuff. This is a lot, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot that's going on, and thank you for the compliments. You look amazing. Shout out to Melissa, King Little. Shout out to Latoya. Shout out to Bert Nichols, California girl. Hey, can I get a yee from y'all in the digital building? Give me a yee, y'all. Shout out to Monica. Shout out to all you beautiful people. Ludi Grizz. Hey, Aaron Jacobs, Tina Michelle. Give me a shout out, y'all. Shout out to the digital building. German Bright, Aaron Jacobs. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? So, again, like, share, subscribe, comment. Make sure you guys come back over to the YouTube channel and subscribe if you have not subscribed already. And make sure that you comment so people can hear and see your point of view as well. And again, feel free to give me a super chat if you want to sponsor and have something that you want to share. I will make it a point to squeeze it right in as you sponsor. We're waiting for Larry Ukali to come in and tell us about a letter from his brother. So we're waiting on that, and any minute he will be calling. But again, I want us guys to pay attention that, this is a real serious situation. JOYANNREID attacks Nicki Minaj on social media in front of everybody on a TV show. What was that about? Because she did not want to take the vacuum cleaner? Come on now. I mean, for real. How dare her openly jump on Nicki? What is this cloud attack thing about? Everybody going for clout and just attacking one another. What happened to people having the freedom on the platform? And why couldn't she freely post like everyone else does? Why Nicki couldn't post like everybody else do? And she got to pick through that post. She posts about her kids. She posts about everything else. But this is what you pick out. You pick this out to be mad. Girl, what kind of cooning you got going on, Joy Reid? Everybody been saying she a coon. And I really believe that that's what it is. She is literally a coon. And I had been taking up for her. I was like, okay, well, maybe she's just talking for the people. No, she got everybody mad at her. Because at the end of the day, she sounds silly because it's not just attacking our community. It's not just attacking Black people. This is an everybody's issue here. You get what I'm saying? So for her to point that out as if we're the ones that's only been attacked, that was ignorant once again. And I know you guys heard her when y'all said that. Did you guys hear her when she said that, how dare you, Nicki Minaj, that you put this on your public platform, and this is a problem with our community that is dying, and you're helping this spread. Where did that come from? And how dare her say something like that when it wasn't even true? Where's my switch? Girl, bye. Who is you? And how dare you come at her like that? This woman had a right to speak. Yes, I am taking up for my fellow sister, and I'm going to go public with that. She needs to sit down somewhere. Girl, sit down in your place, and don't be attacking people and bullying people, and you calling yourself being somebody. You're a bully. That's what you are, Miss Joy. That was a bully move to attack her on the public platform like that. These people are all bullies, and now you got your whole bully crew bullying people. You know what I'm saying? Hold tight.
Okay.
Hey, what's going on? This Larry?
Yes, this is Larry Ukali Johnson Red.
All right, talk to me. Hold tight. I got to set you up right and get you up in the game. I let everybody know that you was gonna come in. You had a letter to the brothers. We were just talking about Joy Reid, okay, JOYANNREID attacking Nicki Minaj because Nicki Minaj exercised her right to not want to take the VAX, to take the vacuum cleaner, and she wanted to research it a little bit more. And then I'm talking about all the people that got on the feed and bullying her, and just how this whole divide and how basically Joyanne helped to cause some confusion and some divide. Once again, now she's a woman doing it, a black woman doing it, and then she trying to make it also seem like it's just a black woman's disease, I mean, a black people's disease, and it's not. It's an everybody's disease. You know what I'm saying? So we were just.
So it is. Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. However, knowing fully well about things like in our history, like the Tuskegee study, it was definitely going to make black people feel, not comfortable about taking this. However, this one is different from putting syphilis in our people in the South back in 1950s or whenever it was. This one, some black people helped develop it, and after looking at it for a while, I decided to go ahead and get my shot. But I ain't made much noise about it. But
yes, well, I'm definitely not getting it, and I have no interest in it. I am doing the same as her. I want to wait and continue to research and continue to see what happens to everybody else that took it. And thank you all for all you that have taken it. Thank you. And thank you too, Larry, because again, someone has to do it. You know what I mean? So shout out to y'all in the digital building, you guys. Thank you for the shout out. Thank you for the kind California girl, good looking out. Thanks for the sponsorship. We have your perspective. Keep it lit. Thank you, my sister. I appreciate that. Yes, we have to talk the real, because if we do not get this right, people just gonna continue to follow the leader. I'm just not good at following the just following the crowd. So I've always been that type of person. People can't just tell me to take something because this is gonna happen or that. I like to look at it for a little while. And I think there's a lot of people that are out there that's exercising their option to do it. I don't think they should be bullied. That's my whole point. They're bullying people.
No one should be bullied. And it just the federal government just okayed it a couple of weeks ago. So, whatever apprehensions people have, let them keep studying, and eventually, hopefully, we come to a better agreement on it. But bullying people of any type is not my thing.
Sure. And I think, with people kicking back and they're seeing that other people are getting it. I mean, it's not because they have the shot that they're not going to get it. Other people are still getting it. Matter of fact, Nicki had actually said the reason why she didn't want to take it. Let me let you guys read this. And this is good. Just as well as people say why they want to take it because they know somebody that left or this or that. She's telling why she don't want to, and she has every right to. And her right is saying that, somebody had that she know her brother had her cousin, his testicles blew up, that his testicles stopped working, and he was just about to get married. Now he had to call the wedding off because his testicles don't work anymore. Some people said they had over period, that the periods came back and they hadn't had a period in I don't know how long. Some people have said, I've had conversations with many people. Some people actually have died from it. Some people have come up with multiple sclerosis. No one is saying the outcomes of what has happened to other folks, but they continue to say who's dying, but they don't give that. And that's what makes me skeptical. Is I want to see a little bit more and a little bit longer. There's many things that have been approved, and it's still giving people different, autism. And I say that from personal experience, not allegedly. I watched my granddaughter, who is now 12 years old, get vaccinated. And unfortunately, she turned autistic immediately after. She went straight into space and she turned into a whole different child. And so I understand that there's power in all of this stuff. And some people have seen these things happen, and they have a right to be skeptical before they just want to put something in their body. You know what I mean?
Well, yes. And may they continue to study. I did study myself. I waited until I saw 50,000 people had done it. And probably, there's nothing 100%. But 50,000, I felt comfortable. That was back in April, and took the shot. I don't regret it, but I understand what the impact of America never apologizing to African Americans about the Tuskegee, never admitting, never apologizing. Of course, we got to be weary of the word of white America under such circumstance.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And I think more so, not even necessarily because it's white America. I think it's just people have a right to be skeptical of what they want to put in their bodies. And I don't care how much research you can do and how much this and that. There is still a right for people to say, I'd rather opt out because I'm not comfortable with this. And there's an inside spiritual soul that people have that makes them feel uncomfortable for a reason, and the fact that someone had said that, the fact that there's no second opinion, most people get a second opinion, and they're not even offering second opinions. Matter of fact, allegedly, no, this is not allegedly, this is true. There are dogs that used to get COVID-19 shots, okay, on a regular basis. So it's not like it's new. I think it's just more exposed and it's a different level of it. Not saying that there's nothing there, but when you see over-exaggerated numbers, people have seen over-exaggerated numbers. Matter of fact, I seen someone that had went to Walgreens and stood in line to take the test, and they got tired of standing in line, and after they got out of line and said, I'm gonna go back home, but they had already signed up. When they got home 3 days later, they got something in the mail saying they was positive, and they hadn't even took the test. So when people get the exaggerated numbers and people making mistakes like that, there's a lot of discrepancy. So it makes you not trust. It makes you start saying, okay, something else is more to this. And for people to just have their rights violated, there's AIDS right now people are dying from. Yes, it is a little bit more tameable, but it doesn't mean that they're not going to die from it. There's cancer every single day. There's heart failure, which is one of the number one killers, of people. There are so many different types of diseases that are out here every day. All of them are being ignored right now. So I think that is kind of where people are waking up to look and say, with all of this stuff going on, why does this have to be a main focus? Because it's not like people are not walking through the streets dying and just dropping dead.
But on the side of it is that people who haven't had the shot now are more likely, because they don't have the protection the shot offers, they're more likely to catch it.
That's what they say. That's what they say. That's what they say.
Try to do some prevention. Like I remember even last year I was taking prevention, and from Africa, they have some experience with prevention, and what that includes is a lot of lemons, oranges, limes, being cooked in a pot, along with ginger and garlic, mixing that all up and letting it heat up and then inhaling it. That would help you against any kind of thing, but that's called prevention.
Yes.
If you're not going to take the shot, then take the prevention.
Well, I think that everybody, whether you take it or not, you all can get it. That's the thing. And I know many people who have gotten it. And it's not, to me, it's not nobody to say that, I didn't die because I got the shot. That don't mean that. If you wasn't going to die, you wasn't going to die, whether you got it or not. I don't think that we have been around long enough to really know, because there's still an opposite of what is being pushed. So I don't know, I don't really like having a conversation because no one will ever convince me that it's going to help, and it's just not going to work for me. I'm okay with it. And I just feel bad for the people who just stop there and think that this is the way that is going to be their end result, is that this is what's going to save them. I just hope that they do more research, that you guys all that did it, that you guys do more research. Just know that there's all different type of stuff that are out here. There's so many breakthrough cases, so many people that have lived. It's not even funny, I guess, because I've seen that. But when you're always seeing people who die, that's just like if you're seeing people die from other stuff. That's just like if you're seeing things, it gets to be a programming, and it will scare you, and it will make you think that that's what it is. The reality is, whether you have an underlying issue or not, if you get sick with anything with the underlying issue, you're going to decline quicker. So regardless, we should always just anyway protect ourselves. And that's my concern, is that we're not teaching how do you take care of yourself. This is not what the media is doing. They're just teaching they're teaching to go get the vacuum cleaner, and that's what it is. No, work out, Eat healthy, drink water, boil mustard greens and drink it like it's tea with vinegar in it. Okay. Get your continuous vitamin D. Wear a mask no matter what. I mean, we should all do that. You know what I mean? Because people got masks and still get it. People be home and get it. It ain't been around nobody. So don't nobody know what this stuff is at the end of the day. And the thing that concerns me is that it's only one person, one or two people that's talking about it and got all the answers and that everybody's looking up to. And I just don't think that's right. And everybody else's mouth is shut. It should be all kind of people able to give their take on it because it's not just two people that got the answers to health.
I'll be happy to give my take on it and on my new book. But yeah, I know that, there's a lot of reason in America. If they have paid us reparations for poisoning us, we might have a more even landscape. They refuse to pay us reparations yet. They enslave us. They use us as a lab rat during that syphilis craze, and they never, ever, ever apologize for it. So to me, they baked the whole situation themselves by being irresponsible.
You can't trust them. Brother, you cannot. That's the bottom line. People get their agendas. They've been doing it since the beginning of time in Western civilization. They started off when people want to come in and get an agenda done, they do it. It's just easier and quicker for them to do it now because they got the internet and they can reach people a lot quicker and more people at one time. And then they have people that they have already programmed to believe the internet and to believe the media and to believe the lies at the end of the day. So,
at the end of the day, too, the new media, the internet,
yes,
has made it possible for there to be many truths. And, so there's just not the certainty of in times before. However, again, had they apologized, had they given us reparations, if we owned 1/4 of the country, we might think. But instead,
I wouldn't trust them. I don't care if they offered $1 million. I don't trust nothing that the people that is too clear of this programming. And I understand what programming is. At the end of the day,
I'm speaking about before. I'm
talking right. Yeah, that's true. Good point. Yeah,
we've been struggling. If they had given us our reparations, give us an honest apology for being wrong about what they've done to us for 400 years, we just might be more inclined to think about what they're saying.
Absolutely. That's a great point. Yes.
They have almost shut themselves down and put us all in a very difficult position because America remains to be in denial about the genocidal carnage that the police have brought into our community with all this shooting and killing. And I could give you names from coast to coast, north to south, where blacks are getting shot still.
Absolutely.
And nothing has been done about it, even by the Biden administration so far.
Honey, you said a mouthful right there because everybody was so quick to kick old Trump out. They couldn't wait to get rid of him. And at least most of the stuff he said he did.
And I'm happy he got out because if he not got out, we'd be in deeper circumstance now because he was the first disbeliever of the whole thing.
Well, I don't know. I think he had a little bit. I think he knew a little bit more than everybody knew, and that's the problem. Is everybody threw him under the bus? I think he knew a little bit more, and he was telling a little bit, which is why he probably took it that way because there was more to it. I don't trust none of them. Biden is even to me. I don't trust none of the presidency because they all go from president to president with things that they have committed to, that they have oaths that they have to complete at the end of the day. And then some get in and participate, and then some might go against it and they try to destroy you when you do it at the end of the day because they might have a little bit of heart. It's just I know people that was
in Afghanistan. That shows you through Democratic and Republican presidents. I understand that point.
Yes, because I knew someone that was with Trump, and I don't care who get mad. I knew a lady that was with their and he approved. Her name is Angela Stanton. He set her up so good in prison when he found out that they were in prison pregnant. in the way that they were treated in the prison when they get pregnant, when women get pregnant. And she had him pass a law, and he did it with ease. And she was on his administration, and she stayed up there and went around them and everything. And she's not a coon. She ain't one of them girls that'll be just hanging out and that kind of thing. So she, I know people that got a different view of actually being up and close with this stuff. So, you know what I mean? We can't, I don't want to give no credit to none of them, because at the end of the day, everyone has something that they're supposed to do. The building wants to say something, Larry, and definitely thank you for your opinion. The building, your take on it, because we did invite you as a guest for the letter to the brothers, and I want to introduce you appropriately and respectfully. I just want to address the building right now. You guys, we're on right now with Larry Ukali. If you guys want to sponsor a chat and you have something you want to say, please sponsor. Make sure that you hit the super chat and be able to sponsor your spot. As you see, I have a guest, Mr. Larry. He is contributing to the Big Mama, What Big Mama Would Have Told You show. Everybody, shout out to all y'all in the digital building, all of you that are carrying the contact. Shout out to the Fly Nubian Queen, to TM, Tina Network, Tina Michelle Network, to the whole college network across country, all you that are carrying my content, to the Fly Nubian, again, Fly Nubian Queen for melanin people who are just like you, to the Real Hip Hop TV, to all of you all that are streaming right now in the digital building. Again, you can give me a kite right there. Give me a shout out. Give me a yee in the digital building. We got Larry Ukali Johnson Red, and he is here, a author, and he brings a lot to the table. He has a letter to my young brother's book out in a conversation. I have some great questions and some things that I have somewhat of an understanding about him. But in the meanwhile, we want to talk about his book, and he's here to hang out with us, you guys, for a little while. I want you guys to love on Mr. Ukali. Where do we get your book from, Mr. Ukali?
Okay, right now, the publishers to be determined. We've just printed the book. The book is at the printer now, and so as we, my agent will send it to publishers. We don't know the result of that yet, but we are very much on that key. And my editor is out of Sacramento, Donna Evans, and she will be sending the books that are getting printed, the sample books that are being printed now, and so they will soon be out either by one of those publishers. Or if that doesn't happen, I will definitely make the walk myself.
Beautiful.
I have 7 other books that I published myself without an agent.
Yes,
and
yes.
Although Donna is a great agent, Donna Wood, but yeah, I never had an agent before, because there's something crazy in this country where there's black writers never are able to get literary managers. So
yeah, well, actually the women do. I can't get them. They eating out my hand right now. I can't get the books done quick enough. It's the men. You guys have a very hard time, unfortunately. But sometimes that's
always harder for the brothers.
Yeah, but it's harder for the women in hip hop and in other industries. So it's like it's always some kind of a off balance thing, right?
Yeah. and definitely, I remember in San
So y'all know what it is. You're watching the What Big Mama Would Have Told You show. We got Big Mama Talk. We got Mr. Larry Ukali Johnson Red in the building. He's an author. He has a whole lot to share. The Letter from Our Brothers is the name of his book, you guys. If you guys have something to say, please make sure that you put it in the chat. You can super chat me, and I'll be happy to sponsor a cutout where you can be a voice, and I could definitely share the great information that you have to give. And again, where's my switch? So we were talking about, you guys definitely do your homework. Go to the CDC, go to the CDC site and see what is the real truth behind some of these numbers, and you make your own decision. Don't let nobody bully you guys, because that's what they want to do. They want to bully everybody, not just with that, but just everything. They bully you in music. They bully you on the streets. They bully you when you're in the grocery store. They bully you everywhere. This is a bully friendly world. Stand up, say something about it. So I would say this, not just about this situation, but any situation. Don't just let people come to the customer service line and then give you the wrong food, then they get mad at you and don't apologize. You call them out, excuse me, but you know you gave me the wrong thing. Can you at least say, I apologize? Okay, how could I be accommodated? I mean, you have to address these things because once people start cutting up and getting over, they'll just do you any kind of way. Okay. So, okay, Larry, we are here in the digital building. I'm looking for a super chat so I can give a kite out to the digital building. Whoever wants to super chat me, I will definitely be a voice for you. Shout out to all you that are listening. And I'm definitely going to continue and let Mr. Larry talk about his view right now. Larry, I have a couple of questions. What is the book about?
Okay, so that's a great question. And this book is about school success and also how young people, young brothers, have to survive in this crazy world. Because there was a study done by Harvard and UCLA of blacks by their zip codes. And they traced them over so many years and determined that black boys had the worst chance of success of all boys in America. Not only that, but some black boys have now started having suicide issues. And so this book addresses both the school success issue and the I love my skin issue. The book issues, it goes over, first of all, elementary school and how important it is. And there's a book also called Letter to My Young Brothers and Their Parents. And it has a preview for parents because they're the essential team member in this. Your teacher might be, but definitely what really happens at home is very important. And so it starts off, it has 4 chapters: elementary school, middle school, high school, and post-high school, both for those who drop out and for those who keep going. So I have that set up, and the book talks about what to do for success. For instance, one of the main things to do for a kid going back to class, especially when they've been out of school and working online and all that, is to download the words and definitions from Google of each class and each grade level. Because I'm a teacher for 29 years. And then many of the times the young people don't have the level of vocabulary that they're going to meet in the 8th grade class or the 5th grade class. And so if you go in the summer to Google and download the words and definitions for the 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th. Also for elementary, you got to know the sight words because you can't sign them out. So this book gives that kind of advice to young people about how to get prepared for school and what to do to stay focused in class.
So is this where the parents will buy this for their children?
This will be parents will buy it for their children, but this will be a family read because
so it's a family book.
Understand everything without the parents' input.
Okay, I like that. So a family book, you guys. Remember to get the Letter to My Brother's book by Larry Ukali Johnson read, you guys. Some good information of how to work with your children to make sure that their education is on point and that they can make the most out of it. Do you concentrate on a certain subject in this book?
I know. As a school educator, but after you and I were working at Oakland at the...
I don't tell everybody where I work at. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. But after that, I went into education full-time, and I've been working for 29 years as an educator, so I want to prepare our students for success, and I want them to, be able to write a good essay and express themselves. And that's why in the middle school part of the book, I give my own format for writing a essay. An essay is very important to write. The subject I use is Etruscans.
Okay, let me ask you.
Etruscans. And
Etruscans.
then write an essay about it. Etruscans were black people from North Africa who went into Rome and who were part of Rome and who built part of the Vatican.
Okay.
But you never know that in school.
Nice. So this gives some history as well.
Definitely gives a black historical perspective.
Okay.
Ask young people to consider being a doctor, consider being every level of success. And also for high school, it talks about the brother becoming a young man and those kind of issues. And, after promoting them to graduate and pushing them to graduate by downloading words and definitions again for each grade level as they go up. And then also, learning how to speak hood in the hood as academically in the classroom to get more out of it. And also, it gives some poetic expression to Black history. And it ends with the poem called I am African history as well as I love my skin.
Okay,
Because
now I have a question.
My skin, we do want to commit suicide.
Absolutely. I have a question. So you basically deal with the root. You go to the root. Okay, I have a question. What is your thoughts about men in dresses right now? Because it seems like there's men in dresses being put in dresses right now. What's your thoughts about men being put in dresses? It seemed like all of them seem to be happy to wear dresses, a lot of them. And what do you think that would do to a man?
That has a historical connection between all of these Flip Wilson kind of guys and also what's going on today with LBGT and all of that. So, hey, I would never wear a dress myself.
But what do you think is behind that? You know, since you're speaking on, because a lot of them are men that are black men that are in dresses. What's your thoughts about that?
There's an unofficial unacceptance of a black male as being a threat, and I go over that in the book. We are a threat to America because we black men can turn America brown. We can turn white America brown or black, and that makes us the biggest threat. And so if they can put their dress on the threat, then they think they have calmed down the threat some. But they haven't. But the idea is we're shot by the police because we're a threat. We're shot by the society because we're a threat.
So what do you think they're trying to do with the fact that we know that we're a threat? What do you think that they are trying to do by putting the men in dresses? What do you think?
Well, again, to me, it's on the way to suicide because black men now all do have suicide issues they never had before. And so to me, I think that negative energy is pushed towards by the white supremacists underground because they know, hey, one day in 2045, there's going to be more black people than white and brown, red, and yellow than there's white. You know, they already know that. And so they're trying to prepare it for that by taking us out or minimizing us or neutralizing us any way they can. School success is one of those uses too. And that's why defeating it is so important to us. We have to be ourselves. We are African people. We came from Africa. We're now African Americans, and we have to determine our own destiny. This book will give your kids the kind of success that'll let them know, hey, we got to stand up. And black men got to stand up now more than at any time in history because we are viewed as the biggest threat that could take America down and make it brown.
So what do you think the threat is? Do you think it's because a lot of people say it's because of the growing, that what do you think is the real threat? Is it
the ultimate threat is the natural threat, sister.
The natural,
so that natural threat, that seed that the black man holds can bring America a new color. Okay?
Yes.
But that's not what our interest should be. A black man should be trying to take care of the black sisters.
Come on, talk about it. Come on now. Preach now.
Okay, because sisters have been going through it too. They're getting processed negatively by the society.
Hold on, where's my switch? There we go. I just want to make sure the black men hear that. Y'all hear that out there? All y'all now, you got to take care of the sisters. Talk to me now.
That should be our primary focus. Because without our sisters, we won't survive.
Come on.
Much less, we will never thrive. But with our sisters, we have the possibility to thrive. And if the black man and black woman comes together, there's no power on earth that can block us and knock us down.
Okay. All right. Well, honey, you have said a mouthful. I would like for you, I just got a couple more questions, and then we're going to move on to the next part of the segment. I appreciate you coming, you guys. Shout out to the digital building, you guys. This is Larry Ukali Johnson Red. He's an author, and he is a powerful brother that is bringing some information. He has a new book, a series, a whole bunch of books. You guys can look him up. All your books are on Amazon, right?
Yes. Except this one.
Except for that one.
All the books are on Amazon.com Kindle.
Yes, so you guys remember, go and find his books. It's Larry Johnson Ukali Red. Again, Larry Ukali Johnson Red. I'm gonna put it in a ticker to make sure that everybody, if you need to come back to see it, that you guys will be able to see it. If you need to come back, make sure that you come back to the movement. And in the meanwhile, you guys, make sure you pick up his book. His book is, again, the newest one. You can get it for your family and for your kids. And it's called A Letter to My Young Brothers, okay? And
your parents.
And the parents. Okay, so you change it. It's the parents that's in it as well.
Yes. I had to include the parents because really there's no way in the world we're gonna make it without the parents and the students reading the book together.
You better tell the truth.
The most progressive steps we can do.
When I manage organizations and they used to have me working with the children only, I said, no, honey, we need to work with the parents as well. It's respectful, first of all, and secondly, the parents need to know what the children are doing. So it's very important. Okay. And so, so that was very wise of you to do that. And your information is definitely appreciated, because we need our brothers to talk, and we need people to stand up, and we need leadership, and we need positive leadership from our men, because it's very limited now. The leaders have become those who are in front of the camera that basically just want to be cool, and that's their whole focus, is being cool. They ain't trying to save no communities. They ain't trying to give nobody no other information. They ain't trying to share their wealth. They ain't trying to push this, look out and protect the sisters out here. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot that's going on. So I just want to commend you for being able to definitely share your wisdom and the love for the sisterhood and the brotherhood, and your work will not be unnoticed. Okay.
All right. And thank you very much for having me, and I appreciate your program, and we'll be following up.
Absolutely. You take it easy, and blessings to you. All right. And jump on the live so you can see yourself.
Blessings to you, my sister.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
And keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Hey, what's your social media handlebars, Larry?
Okay. I'm Ukali the African. It will take you to me on Twitter as well as on Facebook. And I'm also on Instagram as Larry Ukali.
Okay, and you guys, it's in the ticker, so you'll be able to come back to the ticker. Remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, come back and comment again on this video. Come to the YouTube and comment. Thank you, Larry. Peace and blessings. You do your thing, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Suga-T.
For sure. I'm gonna acknowledge some people right here in the comments, you guys. Again, if you guys want to sponsor something, let's see. You're taking our black man from us. Yes, they are. Thank you. Salute back to you too, Rob Robinson. Shout out to all you in the digital building. One love to you guys all. Larry, thank you. Monica says thank you to you for sharing. You guys. Absolutely. And make sure you guys support him, you guys. Okay. Support. And if you guys want to give a super chat, I want to give a love to my sponsor. I had a great sponsor who gave me a kite in the super chat. California girl, good looking out. Blessings to you, my sister queen. Thank you for sowing in the queendom, because that's what we do, you guys. When you guys sow into the queendom and the kingdom, you keep the kingdom going, the queendom going, and we can continue to work to bring enlightenment and to illuminate you, in which that, is what the Big Mama show, what Big Mama would have told you, is all about. Okay. So one more time, you guys, give me a yee in the digital building. Tell everybody where y'all from. Put your city in the digital building. Where you from? Vallejo. Where you from? The Bay. Hey, all right. Now I want to give a shout out to the Fly Nubian Queen Network. You guys, for mailing people who are just like you. I'm a contributor to the network, as well as to all the TMT network, to Tina Michelle network, to the Music Time network, to to FOSR. I mean, they're just picking up by the day, you guys, and it's amazing, and it's a blessing to get the content shared, because people need to hear the truth, and the truth. So what, you guys? Set us free. Right. So I'm going to give my Big Mama view to close out. It's always a blessing to have guests who come and enlighten and illuminate us, you guys. I will always bring people that has something to give, something that you can walk away with a smile, and some way that you grew, because it's all about growth. If you're not growing every day, then you're not doing anything. We're here to grow, to build, to expand, to illuminate, to edify one another as well as ourselves. Where's my switch? All right, that is a spanking, y'all. If you're not doing it, you need a spanking. That's what Big Mama would have told you. All right. Remember, this is the closure, you guys. I am excited because I have a view of this with this whole thing with Nicki. Okay. With Nicki and this whole movement, this should make people understand how important it is to try to do as much as you can when you in the game, because they can pick you up and spit you out. These people, and that's in any industry, not just in music and hip hop, not just in the entertainment industry, but in any industry. So you need to learn as much as you can when you are in that space, because as you see, as big as my sister Queen was, look at how they try to tear her down, because she did one thing, and that stood up for what she believed in, and she didn't do anything wrong. She's speaking just like everybody else gets to speak live and direct on their platforms. And look how she get picked on, like she did something to harm somebody because she didn't do what somebody wanted her to do. do what they thought that she had or was supposed to do. So now they're kicking her under the bus. So this goes to show you how society and the people will kick you under the bus, not only, on these type of platforms, but shoot, in general. So this should tell you, when I see this kind of stuff, it makes me say, let me stand up and let me pick up my game. And let me make sure I get something up out of here. So you're not just up there being a robot on somebody's platform. And I mean, not just a social platform, but I mean in your workspace. You need to learn as much as you can. Start looking at what they got going on. Look at the people that's making the most money. What type of work are they doing? How is that going? You get what I'm saying? These are the things that you want to do. You don't want to just be there as a robot, because if something happened, then you out. You know what I mean? And they'll take you up and slap you down on your face like it ain't nothing. You know what I mean? Nicki T was smart because she did all kinds of things. And I'm sure that she is getting residuals from it. Remember, she had the Barbie doll, she had perfume. They really got her going. So I'm so proud of her that she was able to get a lot out of it. So even if she stopped today, I believe she's going to still be able to survive. And Nicki, baby, you come see me. I'll be talking to you shortly. I'm be hitting you up in a minute, because at the end of the day, whatever you don't know, my sister, I got you. You know what I mean? That's what I do, enterprising, and it's a big deal. And I know that everybody deserves to have that opportunity to stretch out their movement and not get cut off because they didn't do something somebody wanted them to do. And it wasn't like it was any harm. It was just them being you. When you're doing something you can't be you, that's a problem. But I commend her because she stood up for something. She didn't just puppet and coon. That was beautiful. And she attacking back. She like, girl, you disrespected me, Miss Reed. How dare you? And honey, she is jumping back at her. And I love it. Right on social media. You come at me, I come for you. You understand what I'm saying? Let's hope that they don't try to tear her image down. Let's pray for her, like they seem to be trying to do. You know what I mean? Yes, she had her little young people's run. We all have had our young people run. I have my hood run, my cut up run, but we grow up and grow out of it. And I commend her because obviously she did something right, because she's standing up. She ain't just jumping up underneath a knife because somebody said it. You know what I mean? All right. Why are women constantly beat in public to take a stance for things to make sense? Why do we get beat when we want to stand up? It's not cool. We should never get beat, men or women. Even when the young man, I can't even think his name, Boosie, stood up and said something. Why can't he say his opinion on what he thinks makes sense? People are people. You're not supposed to be able to not have a voice cut off because everybody thinks one way and you can think another. That's what freedom is about. That's what our constitutional rights is about. We should be able to have that option. You know what I mean? I love the fact that her Barbie crew, they seem to be really, they really love her. You know what I mean? Her Barbie crew loves her. Do you think that they would be a turn on her? Because I was just wondering, I did look at some of the comments. Some of the comments and stuff was like saying, well, Nikki, I took it, you should take it too, and trying to give her some, I think they meant well, but at the end of the day, will they turn on her? That's what I want to know, because people turn on people when they go with the majority. You get what I'm saying? And, and some people just, she like me, she a Sagittarius, honey. I don't just bend for nobody. I got to know and feel comfortable with it. And I don't care what you say. I don't care how much money it costs. I don't care who did it and who didn't. I'm stubborn as a mule like that. I done already thought it out, and it had been in my soul. I'm very open-minded. So if I'm not feeling it, I'm not doing it. I don't care what you say. Okay, at the end of the day. And she's like that too. And she has that right. And I'm sure she probably has to be somewhat politically correct so she don't get thrown under the bus. But we should have a right to be stubborn and be who we are and not be ridiculed for this. Okay. Also, why is this not asked to be done when it comes to the vacuum? Also, there are no other directions about how to live healthier. Nobody tells nobody how to live healthy no more. What happened to that? Why ain't nobody telling people what to eat, what vitamins to take, to continue to stay healthy, to fix, where you to definitely keep your body healthy under all circumstances, whether you get it or not. That's confusing to me. They seem to make it as if this is our only way out, is to do the vacuum cleaner and keep showing people who left but not who's living. So that's confusing to me. This is very spooky to some of us, and it don't make sense to me. More power to all you who are comfortable under those circumstances. There's nothing wrong with that. But we who have a right to be skeptical of something that you can't even sue for to make the choice if we wanted it to be inserted. That's what really got me, is when you can't sue for it. Okay, so I'm just saying, you go ahead with y'all bad self, but us who or others who might not want to, give them that opportunity to get comfortable when they want to and how they want to, and it doesn't make you any smarter than them because they were attacking or talking about smart. That doesn't mean none of us know what it really gonna be, because ain't nobody done it yet. Ain't nobody took this is too early for anybody to know if it's helping or not. So at the end of the day, people have a right to wait things out and, you know, look at it based on their comfort zone. You know what I mean? And I say, go to the site and learn about your rights. Everybody go to this site. It's on this channel, on the ticker, and go to that website so you can know your rights and so that you can stand up, because you have a right to stand up for something. You know what I mean? And if you lay down and you don't stand up for something, you'll fall for anything. You get what I'm saying? So again, I want you guys to close out how the sister, you know, how she attacked my girl Nicki. That wasn't cool. And I'm standing up for my big sister. Girl, you need to sit down somewhere. You know what I mean? Miss Joy, you know, you're supposed to be admonishing. Where's my switch? Okay, you're supposed to be admonishing. So you guys go back through the video again and listen at her again, what Miss Joy had to say about Miss Nicki. Leave old Nicki alone. Nicki ain't bother nobody. Okay? And everybody in the comments and stuff attacking her on the page and messing with her. But then her peoples is looking out too. She got her little Barbie crew that got her back, you know, as well. And there's a lot of people that ain't cool. And the fact that you guys, if you haven't heard yet, Mr. Biden said he's sick of everybody. He's losing his patience. He wants everybody to get the vacuum cleaner. He's losing his patience. Now, hey, I haven't seen nothing done for the community that was said that was going to be done. Things have been approved, but nothing for us. And the things that have been, I'm not sure how that's going to come about. My point is it's just a lot of mixed messages going on around here. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of mess, and everybody need a spanking. There's my switch, okay? And all of you that is in a digital building, shout out. I see Hayward, okay? I see, you know what it is, Latoya. You feel me? It's all good, you know? Come on, y'all, shout me out. Give me the city y'all in. God made a woman and a man. That's what they say. You are taking our black men from us. That's what hey, Monica, that's a good point. That's the truth. When they put them in dresses and stuff, who are going to protect the woman? Who's going to protect us? Oh my goodness. I did a show about that, you guys. This is very unique. This is a unique situation, you guys. And that's when you know that there's an invisible monster that's out to get us. It's an invisible one, you guys. And so you got to fight that invisible monster in the spirit right with it. Okay. Remember, prayer changes things when everybody come together and they on the same page, you know, and everybody not fighting each other because somebody didn't get the vacuum cleaner and somebody did, and they thinking they bigger and better and everybody want to do this and that and say that and this and the third and all that good and bad stuff. Then you know what? That's where the problem lies. They'll get us all, and all of us, whether you took it or not, gonna be sitting up and looking like some fools. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to come together and think sensibly and respect one another and love one another and push that. All right. So shout out to all you guys for coming and hanging out. I appreciate you all coming. We'll be back on our regular schedule Thursday, you guys, 6:30 to 7:30. Again, 6:30 to 7:30. If I can get on by 5:30, it would be great, but it's probably going to be impossible. And I just want to make sure that you guys remember, you know what I say. Reporting to you from the Bay right here in the Sprinkle Me Boutique where it's going down. You deserve to be sprinkled at sprinklemeboutique.com. You know, your girl Suga-T, the place to be, making it do what it do with the ooh. Gamed up granny, giving you that big mama game. That big mama would have told you. Game is to be sold and not told. And just because it glitters don't mean that it's gold, you guys. Okay. So again, where's my switch? Y'all know what it is. I keep my switch because everybody needs to spank it right now. We all need to stay woke and we all need to make sure we stay on our A game. Okay. Hello. That's what it is. All right. And make sure you tell a friend to like, subscribe, come back to the channel, the YouTube channel, Suga-T Official. And remember to say something, say a comment on it. And remember to share. Come to the YouTube, you guys, and share the YouTube link on your page. And that will help us grow the followers and get the message out and get the truth. Because the truth shall what? Set you free. Remember that education eliminates desperation. Non-desperation breaks barriers of limitations. So I'm here to give you power. And the proud contributor, again, of the different networks, the Fly Nubian Queen Network, power in the truth will set you free. Being realistic about this whole thing will set you free. Keep your mind open for the spirit and your soul to be growth friendly and open to the truth. And I promise you, you will get the truth. And the truth shall what? Set you free. All right. Peace and blessings, everybody. And thank you again for tuning in to What Big Mama Would Have Told You right here where we make it do what it do. We in this. We gone. What's up? It's your girl, Suga-T, giving you a sugar rush. You know me, Suga-T, sprinkle me. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. In the bay, all day, every day, from the bay to LA. Run away. Hey, I slay. You slay, she slay. Hey, hey, in the bay. Hey, hey. Batches keep it solid in the bay. It's strange, 'cause they change. It's not the same, although the game's the same. I still remain the same, but playing the game. No pain, no gain. It's a rough ride in these tough times. When you're true to the game, they try to make it hard for you. We gon' make it to the top. Times get hard, but don't ever stop. I'm delivered. 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 It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be alright. HUSTLA. All I knew since beginning the game. True. Stay true to the soil. Queendom come, kingdom royal. Free to be me, free to the streets. Not be impressed by industry. Not be impressed by what you see. 'Cause what you see ain't what it be. Believe the lie and you not be free. We gon' make it, we can be free. We gon' make it, we can be free. We gon' make it, we can be free. Not be impressed by what you see. 'Cause what you see ain't what it be. I'm delivered. I'm delivered, I'm delivered, I'm delivered, I'm delivered.
Sprinkle me slay lip glaze. Vegan beauty. Don't be cruel, let them live. Healthy lipstick. Natural. No paraben, no linoleum. Vegan made. Vegan slay. Vegan life the vegan way. Stays long under the mask. Little bit goes a long way. Slay all day with the new Sprinkle Me Slay Beauty Collection. Treat yourself or someone else at sprinklememe.biz.